Konnichiwa! It's EX Podcast coming to you live from Tokyo, Japan. I'm here with Alan Snow, and we are about to bring you all the Tokyo Game Show updates straight from the game floor.
Hi. Ohayo gozaimasu.
But first, Alan, how are you enjoying Tokyo so far? Did you find any good katana sales? Did you eat any good sushi or meet any cute girls?
Dude, that's just the beginning. There's a whole lot of things I want to look over, but there's some pretties around there, so...
Oh, yeah. Well, I want to make sure that when we go back to the States, you're completely decked out with your kimono and your boken and whatever. Your cute host your like cute host boy or whatever. Or whatever you're into.
What are you trying
I don't know.
to say?
Yeah, you know. But, you know, I'm really glad that you came over to Japan with me that we could check out the TGS this year, 2017. So any of you who don't know what TGS is, it's Tokyo Game Show, sort of like the Japanese like video game expo where they show all the cool games that are coming out.
Japanese E3, basically.
Yeah, Japanese E3. So essentially, it's all the Japanese companies. So we've got like Capcom and Koei Tecmo.
Bandai Namco, Sega.
Yeah. So a bunch of the cool stuff like that. So fun fact is TGS is actually still going on right now. That's why we flew out to Japan to check it out. So it goes till Sunday, and you're listening to this podcast today, hopefully, or you know, within the week. If not, hopefully TGS didn't suck, and hopefully we didn't waste our time. But yeah, no, we're gonna make some predictions. We're gonna talk about what's been announced so far. And what might be in store for us in the coming days.
Who knows?
Are you fucking ready, Alan?
Dude, I was born... No, I was not born. I was made for this. So.
You were born specifically for this. So you're going to fucking die when we're done with this.
Yeah, okay. I'll die happily.
Good. For
whatever happens.
All right.
Because hit me with your best shots.
Good music quote, dude. Good.
Thank you.
All right. So let's start off strong. We're going to go... I want to know exactly how you feel about each of these subjects. So I'm going to ask you a little question. So we're going to start off with Monster Hunter Worlds. We got a new gameplay trailer, and it's for the PS4. It's coming in hot. If you played previous Monster Hunter titles, you should be hyped for this. If you're not, get the fuck out. So how wet does this make you, Alan?
Like going to the pool wet.
Like going into a pool?
Yes.
Okay. Now, is this like a public pool or is this like a private pool?
Public pool.
Okay. Like a public pool. Do you ever snorkel?
Yes.
Do you get your like little swim trunks on?
Yeah.
All right. And you're diving in there? The deep ends?
No, not my swim trunks. My Speedo.
Your Speedo? Oh, okay. You're in your Speedo. All right, Alan. So what do you think about Monster Hunter Worlds?
This looks like a huge take on basically... like in terms of environments, new monsters, new customizations, new takes, but I am surprised that they start developing a new like story mode in which you can like see the enrichments of a Monster Hunter game. So I would like to take a try on this. It looks really interesting.
Yeah, no, the new monsters and new mechanics and everything.
Because the world is like, for the Monster Hunter game, is more expanded, and you never know what you might like traverse throughout the story mode. But I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of new stuff. They don't want to announce it yet, but we'll find out as soon as the game releases it.
Cool. For me personally, let's see. I think it's so fucking cool. I just want to take my big fucking sword and just want to fucking swing it at the monster. I want to pick up the barrel and blow the fucking monster up. Then I want to skin its fucking head off and wear it as armor.
Dude.
That shit is so tight. I can't wait to play it. I'd say for me, it makes me sopping wet.
Dude, you have the strangest boners for that.
Dude, it's like my pants are made of paper mache and they're just melting off of me. Man, they announced some new monsters too. The Diablos, which is like a returning monster.
That's a huge surprise.
Yeah, man. Me and my Palico and my Palsicos are gonna go out and we're gonna fuck up some monsters. And we're going to, you know, I don't give a shit if they're endangered, dude. Normally, real life Leon does, but if they're gonna up my fucking armor game, they're fucking dead.
Dude,
dead.
It looks like you're never gonna sleep as soon as this is out.
I don't even barely sleep now. I'm always up writing EX podcast episodes. Or hunting monsters, one of the
Fair
two. But yeah,
enough.
Monster Hunters has always been good. The character just hit Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. We've got tons of Monster Hunter games. They're becoming mainstream. I played the shit out of 4 Ultimate. I can't fucking wait, dude. I am like, you're in the fucking pool, dude. I'm getting like tied to the wall by the fire department and blasted with the hose. That's how what I am.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you're basically the Monster Hunter version of Guts from Berserk.
Yeah, dude. I'm fine with that. He's like the coolest dude. All right. So let's move on. All right. There's this game coming out called Left Alive. Have you heard of it?
Left Alive. Once, but as soon as I watch continuously, I am intrigued. That's my kind of word for it. It is very interesting. One of the opening quotes is very religious, but at the same time, okay, that seems like very profound and philosophical for a robot game.
Yeah. So let me explain. So Left Alive is this fucking game where they only have a trailer out, so you don't know what it's about. But like, if I was to guess, it's like this game where there's robots, right? And there's a robot fucking war. And then all the robots blow everybody up. And you're like the last person left alive. Maybe this is just speculation. But then like there's fucking fire. And then you get out your fucking robot. And you look like an American dude with scars on his face. You were saying you looked like Geese Howard, right?
No, I was saying earlier that this guy looks like a Brian Fury from the Tekken franchise.
Like Brian Fury, essentially.
If he was actually a good guy, not a crazy psychotic serial killer.
So there's fucking robots everywhere. And you're like, oh my God, there's robots everywhere. And then you're like, I still got my machine gun. You're like shooting fucking robots and shit. And there's like, there's like fucking crazy religious sounding music flying around. There's like robots everywhere. And it's like Square Enix is making it. And it just looks fucking sick.
I find it interesting and hilariously take that if this is just like one guy taking on the entire Gundam series entirely.
Yes. Dude, and like there's like a ton of different robot designers involved in it too, which is really cool.
Fun fact, I've been checking out like the development for this game, and there's like tons of veteran developers from Metal Gear, Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm forgetting one more. Do you remember?
I don't remember anything, but I will say, I do want to actually ask you, how wet does that game make you?
Like I'm gonna explode, and I'd rather just leave my humanity and be a robot from that series.
Fair enough. That sounds moist, kind of.
Oily moist.
Oily moist. All right, gotcha. So for me,
right. Want another from Armor Core series. So that
Armor
makes much
Core.
more
That's
sense.
right. Yeah, the robots do look very Armor Core-y. So okay, so Left Alive for me. If the series is like what I just like gushed about, I'd say that I'm like probably in like an Olympic size swimming pool.
Oh.
Maybe swimming in a bigger pool than you, a little bit more chlorine, public changing room kind of deal. But if it's something different, then I'm a little bit, I'd say like I'm a little bit drier about it. Like I'm like,
are you confident to take the first jump?
I'm tentative. I'm excited to go to the pool, but I'm still gonna hang out at home and play my Nintendo 64
so
for a bit.
So you don't want to take the first jump off the diver?
I gotta see some more. I gotta see like who's gonna come hang out with me at the pool, and like what the pre-order content is, if there is any, and where we're gonna go eat after we go swimming.
Fair
so like
enough.
I need to see all those things.
It's in development, so you don't see any familiarity for this game.
Yeah, man. The trailer was good, but we know how trailers go. But they showed like a little snippet of gameplay.
It's prominent, so we'll see.
Okay, cool. All right, next. There's a game, and it's called, you might find this like a very strange title, but that's because it is. It's called A Certain Magical Virtuon. So, it is exactly what it sounds like. It is A Certain Magical Index, the anime, which I have not watched. I heard it's all right. And Virtuon, which is an old robot anime and game series I played on the Dreamcast, which is extremely fun. And they are literally taking the two series and they are fusing them together. So you've got Virtuon crossover with A Certain Magical Index. So you've got like anime characters and robots, and they are all fighting in like arena-based combat, sort of like custom robo a little bit.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was kind of like, does a little bit familiar because I've seen some of the characters from this anime series at the same time. Some of the other characters aren't familiar to me. That's why it's kind of like whether or not if it's a parody of this anime or just like...
Well, it's just a crossover. And for me, I'll be honest, like whether or not this is not a call out for the show or anything, but like I give a fuck about the certain magical index aspect of it. I'm all about the virtual on aspect of it. That shit is fun
with mechanical robots.
It's all about the gameplay, all about the robots for me personally, and I'm glad that fans of that anime are getting like recognition. And guess what? They'll play a game I like, so that's good for you, idiots.
It's an interesting topic with robots in it.
Well, how wet does it make you though?
Like sitting on the bench, just dry it on the bench.
So it, like the bench is kind of wet and you're sitting in it?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So for me, the virtual on aspect of it makes it like a bunch of grade schoolers just blasting me with water balloons. Like I'm inconveniently wet, but I'm pretty wet. But like
I mean, I'll give it another like half an hour in the pool.
Yeah,
wet,
yeah. 30 more minutes.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, for me. And then like the anime aspect of it, I'd say I'm like, you know, I stepped in a puddle with my new shoes wet. So I'd say overall, I'm pretty wet. You know? So
okay, I'll agree to that.
Yeah. That sounds good. All right. So next on the list. Have you heard of Gungrave?
Have I?
So Gungrave,
it's been like eons, I want to say.
So Gungrave is getting a new game, but get this. It's a PlayStation virtual reality, a PSVR game.
Oh.
Gungrave is.
Dude, VR is
VR, the shit that you strap to your fucking skull and then like look like a moron.
And not getting jump scares every now and then.
Yeah, you know, depending on the game you're playing. So you got a chance to check out the Gungrave PlayStation VR here in good old Tokyo. What did you think?
I'm scared by the fact if I have to bend my arms basically everywhere.
To do all the gun tricks?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a third-person shooter where you play as Captain Gungrave, Mr. McGungrave guy, and then you fight robots and stuff?
Yeah, you're not a robot, but you get to fight robots, so yeah, that's cool.
You're going to be buried with those fucking guns.
I ought to say, though, I mean, I haven't heard or seen anything Gungrave related in like over 15 years, I want to say, because the last ones that I saw was not only the anime series, but they had like 2 PS2 games.
Yeah, they had like 2 PS2 games. And it's a pretty cool anime too. It's pretty rad. It's pretty old, but it's pretty rad. But yeah, how wet does Gungrave VR make you?
Like, I wouldn't say like wet, but more like slime. Like I
a
want to
fish
go into
puddle.
Fish puddle wet.
Yeah, like fish puddle wet.
Like,
okay.
I'm inside of a gelatin fishbowl.
What flavor? Fish?
Sushi flavored.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect because we're in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. All right. So, let's see here. For me, I'd say I'm more like saltine cracker about this. I don't really like VR games that much, and Gungrave is an anime that I didn't really grow up watching or anything. I think the character design's cool, but whatever. But for my friends and family and buddies here at Tokyo Game Show who are excited about it, they are like sailing the high seas about this game. They're getting the salt water in their face.
I just pray for they don't get like limb injuries.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Yeah, you're gonna have to be whipping your arms around probably to play this game. It's gonna be one of those like games where you remember the old Wii games where like if you started the game up, it would give you a little diagram of a little guy swinging a Wiimote and said, "Please make sure that there's plenty of space to play this game." But you're like, you can play it by sitting down.
Like smacking.
Yeah, but no. People. Yeah, but with Gungrave though, you're gonna have to be like whipping your arms around probably. So
I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth.
Yeah, dude. Except it's your guns this time. Your fucking
your guns.
Your anime guns. All right. So next on the list is another PlayStation VR game that we got to see here at the Tokyo Game Show.
Man, VR.
Zone of the Enders. Now, Zone of the Enders is one of my favorite game series of all time. It's amazing, and they're making VR out of it. What do you think about that, Alan?
Oh, shocking. Another VR game.
Woo! Woo-hoo!
Yeah, so Zone of the Enders is really cool, but we only got like a short tease of it, so I'm kind of like...
And it's not even like a new game. It's like
yeah.
It's like the first and second game in VR, right?
So I'm going to have to take your word for like salt and crackers for the moment, unless I want to jump into the puddle.
Yeah.
Because it's okay so far, and... in terms of like transitioning from VR to like regular gameplay, It's okay, but I want to see more.
Yeah, and I think the VR, I think you can also play that one without VR, I believe, which is cool. But like Zone of the Enders is really cool. I don't know, dude. This PlayStation VR stuff I'm not really sold on. For me personally, I think like most VR games kind of look like old arcade games, and they also don't really have backgrounds. They're kind of simple. I think it's to like make it so you don't get too nauseous, or like maybe the technology's not there to make it really cool in VR as well.
You don't like VR in generally, so that's kind of like a different perspective.
I'm just talking about like how it looks aesthetically, but I mean, Zone of the Enders is fucking sick. So hopefully this will change my mind about it.
Well, it's still in development, so you're not wrong. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, and that game was originally developed by Kojima. So
yeah, I almost was skeptical. Like, oh, could this really revive Kojima? Because they're not making good games these days.
But yeah, I mean, just oh god, I have to rant about this for a second. Just like the fucking VR headset, man. It's just like this $500 fucking piece of fucking plastic you stick your goddamn
not a fan
head.
Of it, so what you expect?
But
dude, calm down.
No, dude.
Everyone's gonna turn out fine.
Listen, as far as the Zone of the Enders aspect goes, I'm like drowning in wetness. But as far as the VR goes, I could live without it. It's more like the Arizona desert to me, you know? So it's something I did not ask for and something I have been asking for in one. But let's move on to something is more positive here.
Let's not
which
pop a
is,
vein for that.
did you hear that Final Fantasy IX is now available on the PlayStation Network?
I am surprised.
For the
but
4.
At the same time, it wouldn't be the first Final Fantasy game to be imported for the PlayStation 4 system.
That's true. I was a little upset that like when they announced it, I was like, I saw the logo and I was like, oh fucking sick! The fucking Final Fantasy IX, which is like my favorite PS1 Final Fantasy game.
Remake? Reaction shot? I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh, see, EXP Gamer Man reacts to Final Fantasy IX remake on YouTube. No, but it's just a port.
Oh, wait a minute.
But
yeah, this isn't the remake. It's just the game imported to the PS4 system. Should I be excited for it?
I guess so. No, but I don't know, dude. I am excited that people who have not experienced it will be able to play it, and people who no longer have their copies of the game who want to replay it can. So that makes me really wet. I need some fucking flippers. What about you?
Damn, man. I haven't played like old school Final Fantasy in a while, but I'll go in like waterfall wet.
Oh shit, dude. Okay, cool. Well, that leads me to talking about Ni no Kuni 2. Now, Ni no Kuni 1 was a game that not a lot of people got to take a look at, but it's a game that Studio Ghibli, or Ghibli, however you pronounce it, got together, and they helped develop this game with a very Miyazaki-esque art style, like Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, and they made a really cool RPG that was sort of a mix between Pokemon, Digimon, Yokai Watch, and an action RPG. That was really, really good, and I'm glad that a lot of people gave it a shot, and now they're making a sequel to it.
It's like an entire orgy fest went on, and they made this baby out of the entire orgy.
Yeah, dude, this like beautiful paint and fucking like CG baby popped
like
out of like someone's butthole. Yeah, dude. So Tokyo Game Show has a lot to offer, and I think this game is definitely one of the ones that people should be paying attention to. You watched the trailer for it. What'd you think?
Like you said, it was made by a certain variety of teams from Studio Ghibli, so if Miyazaki wasn't making films like that, I would definitely want him to make, or at least incorporate video games, because it looks promising. I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
It's like everything he said, if they had a baby together, and this is the result, and it looks beautiful. It's
Cool.
a beautiful baby.
So how wet do you think it makes you?
Oh, like they throw water gun wet.
Like water gun? You've been sprayed down with water. You've been ambushed by a children's party.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's like I've pissed my pants so much that my socks are wet.
Oh.
Like, that is how fucking wet this game
You
makes
didn't
me,
pee
dude.
in the
I
pool?
drank so much water because I was dehydrated from how much I cried seeing the fucking reveal of this game that I pissed my fucking bitch-ass pants.
Dude,
and now
stop.
my fucking... Yeah, dude. And now my fucking socks are all wet, but I'm gonna keep them on.
Dude, stop drinking Gatorade. This is going to get.
Dude, I'm an H2O kind of guy. Okay, so Ni no Kuni 2, looking cool. New main character. Not sure if it's a direct sequel, but it's looking sick. And so next on the list is a game that everyone's sort of been talking about already. But here at Tokyo Game Show, after we, have been out on the town, looking around, seeing all that Japan has to offer for us, we noticed that Shadow of the Colossus is also at TGS, right?
Reaction shot?
Yeah. So it's a remake of the PS2 classic Shadow of the Colossus by Team Ico. And there's more content. We got a new trailer. They haven't shown anything new yet, but there is like a ground up remake.
Well, we have until Sunday, so you never know.
Yeah, we do have till Sunday. But yeah, what do you think of the what we've seen so far for that game?
For Colossus?
Yeah, for Colossus. What the fuck else?
I mean, they already kind of... It's not the first time they announced like either remake or input into the new graphic system for consoles, but it's okay for me. I mean,
it's okay for you?
Yeah, I mean, I was a fan of the Shadow of the Colossus, and I wouldn't mind playing it for a few bunch of times. But
it has been remade a few times. Like,
yeah, but like, is it like remade for this graphic system or like just lighting?
Apparently, it's from the ground up. Yeah, so they're not just like porting it in, because like I believe they have the PS2 version, the greatest hits, and then the digital version on PS3, and then the HD remake, which was just a HD screen put over the original content.
Yeah, I found the lost treasure deep in the beach.
Oh, good job.
Yeah,
good fucking job. So this complete ground up remake of this game, how wet does that make you?
Like staying in the rain wet.
Standing in the rain?
Yeah.
I'm like covered in Colossus blood.
Oh.
Like
Colossus blood?
Yeah, dude, that's how wet I am.
Dude.
I'm like, I've stabbed the Colossus in a weak spot, and I'm like, the blood spraying in my face, and I'm like,
so you like
I'm drinking the fucking blood.
You pop the zit of the Colossus.
Yeah, dude, give me that whatever zits are filled with.
Grease.
Yeah, dude, that's what I cook with. Let's see here. All right, so that's really cool. Now something that you were really excited about, I know, when we were here is Noctis, our favorite main character of Final Fantasy 15, is making his return.
Somehow his first debut
in Final Fantasy Dissidia NT, which is a Final Fantasy fighting game where you play as different main characters and iconic characters in the Final Fantasy series, and it's the third installment, and it's like an open map fighter. It's not like a one-on-one fighter like Street Fighter or Dragon Ball Z or something like that. Or
so
Tekken.
Check it. If you enjoy playing the PSP Dissidia games, well, wait till you see the console version. More features, more levels, like massive wide fighting ranges,
new modes too,
and Noctis, ladies and gentlemen.
So Noctis being the main character of 15, the young black-haired emo prince. He's looking really good. All of his moves are looking really cool. He's confirmed as part of the roster, and we've seen gameplay of him. So I don't know about you, but I loved Final Fantasy 15. I know it got a lot of mixed reviews, and people could take it or leave it. I thought the story was really good.
I mean, you can't necessarily bitch about it for people who worked on this for literally 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, some people didn't care for the gameplay. For me, I liked it a lot. So for Noctis being in Dissidia NT, which by the way, NT doesn't stand for anything. It's just fucking NT. Makes me quite wet, dude. Capital WET. Like, I'm drowning in it. I'm ready, and that also makes me excited for who else could be in it.
Yeah, I mean, Noctis was kind of like the first reveal, so we never know what else might be installed.
Now here on the game show floor, a lot of people were like, "Well, Leon, like, you just would expect Noctis to be in there. Like, obviously that's not that exciting a reveal." And to them, I say, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
Because now it's official. All right, suck my balls. But how do you feel about this?
Like, for those who've been bitching about Final Fantasy 15 in general in terms of gameplay, well, good news for you assholes. I mean, this is a better image, or at least a gameplay for Noctis in a fighting game.
Yeah. So if you don't like 15, you can play him in a game that you might like. And if you really hate Noctis because you suck, you can beat on him as your probably
Clearly
Cloud.
You guys have no taste.
Yeah, idiots.
So,
let's see here.
Speaking of 15, we are getting new features for the game. So what do you think?
That's true. Yeah, let's talk about that. That's a good idea. So I feel that the content of Final Fantasy 15 has been really strong, really cool, and the new content coming out that I'm most excited for is the Final Fantasy 15 Comrades
What
expansion.
do you think? I mean, this is a new like development in terms of, like, because it added multiplayer. How do you feel about that?
I think it's really cool. Like, so Comrades is, like Alan said, a multiplayer expansion where you play as your own created character, and it takes place while Noctis is asleep. Spoiler alert. So there's like, what, 10 years of that?
Yeah, 10-year skip.
Right, so you get to create your own character, go on missions, go monster hunting with 3 of your other friends in the Final Fantasy 15 like combat system. They're gonna add new moves, new techs, new weapons, all that crazy stuff. But yeah, man, I think it's fucking sick. I'm gonna create myself. I'm gonna create EXP Gamerman, and I'm gonna go on and be like, hey, it's me, XP Gamerman. I'm gonna swim my fucking daggers around. I don't know.
Leon from the Kingslave series.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking backflipping. I'm gonna be casting Fire Aga. I'm gonna be fucking up some chocobos.
We also get another update, which we get to play separate episodes from our main, from not Noctis, but his like buddies.
Yeah, that's true. All his crew members.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the Ignis one is on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So we'll get to see how he got blinded. Oh, spoiler alert.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, no. Spoiler alert. Okay, so next up is Code Vein. So Code Vein is one of my most anticipated games of the Tokyo Game Show, and you seem to be pretty into it too. But Code Vein is looking really cool. For any of you out there who don't know what it is essentially like anime Dark Souls. It's been done by Bandai Namco. You play as a vampire lord of some sort, and it's in a very anime style, but the gameplay is extremely much like Dark Souls. They released a 9 minutes, that's more than 8 minutes, less than 10, 9-minute gameplay trailer.
Everybody gets one, so
everybody gets one, dude.
Don't be selfish.
Of the actual gameplay, and if you look at it, you can see all the Dark Souls stuff that they have in there, but also the new stuff like companion characters, new magic, different menu systems.
Graphic wise, looks really beautiful.
Yeah, dude. So what did you think of Code Vein?
So if Tales of Berseria and Dark Souls had a baby, this would be the baby.
Hell yeah, dude. That'd be a fucking hot ass baby.
That's a beautiful baby.
That's a beautiful
Good
baby,
boy.
dude.
Good boy.
So yeah, so you're excited?
I'm actually with what I'm into it. I mean, as soon as I saw it, like gameplay wise, like wow, okay, now you got me. Take my money, take my soul.
I can't wait to play as an anime Dracula and be like, bleh.
Oh,
bleh.
Wow, vampires.
Suck some blood, dude.
How's that sound?
Yeah. So this game makes me covered in blood, from head to toe. I'm. You know how wet I am, Alan?
You want to drink the blood?
No, I'm Carrie wet. You ever seen Carrie, the movie, the horror movie?
Oh,
yeah. I'm Carrie wet, dude. That's how wet I am.
Dude,
yeah.
period wet?
Sure. Why not? Fuck it. Yeah. And yeah. So you're excited too. So you're pretty wet.
Yeah.
Maybe not as wet as me. You're not
period wet, but blood wet.
Okay, you're blood wet, like a nosebleed.
Yeah, like I was bathing in my victim's blood.
Oh shit, dude. That's fucking dark. All right.
You're a vampire, man.
Yeah. You're right, I am. So, next up is 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. So this game, 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, has a very strange name. It is by Atlas, and here's the thing I want to say about this game.
More robots!
Woo! There's been so many robots at TGS this year.
Robot boner train.
Dude, it is just like robots here and robots there. So this game, if you guys have ever seen or played Dragon's Crown or Odin Sphere or Muramasa the Demon Blade, these games have that beautiful painter sprite style, and they look so fucking good.
You don't get to see something like this anymore.
Yeah, Aegis Rim, or 13 Sentinels is what we'll call it. Looks like that. So you're in Tokyo, you're playing as like characters that look very much like Persona characters, but a little bit different.
Or just your typical high school kids.
Yeah, and they haven't really shown a whole lot of gameplay. The game looks visually fucking amazing. There is, in the trailer, there is a small little clip of like a bullet hell thing going on. So I have no fucking idea if it's a bullet hell RPG or something like that. But there's fucking robots, there's fucking people. It just looks so cool. It looks so fucking cool.
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
who
who
knows?
knows?
Yeah, who knows? But this game makes me, dude. Okay, let me think here.
Oh, jeez.
This game makes me so wet that it's like I'm skydiving out of a fucking plane and there's a fucking lightning storm going on. And I'm skydiving and I'm like, I'm nosediving, right? Because I got to get to the ground as soon as possible or I'll die. So then I get hit by lightning, my parachute goes out, and I tumble through every single storm cloud, right? And get covered in fucking rainwater.
So you're conducted by it.
Yeah, and then I fucking hit Niagara Falls.
Jesus, like
at full impact, and then I explode. I die. I'm fucking dead,
dude.
And all my blood mixes with the fucking water, and I'm part of Niagara Falls. That's how wet I am.
Damn, dude.
This game is like, it took me by surprise. It took me out to dinner, and it took my heart away.
So generally wise, for how
I didn't even see any gameplay
orgasmic, exciting you are, how do you think gameplay wise would turn out?
I have no clue. They did Persona 5 recently. Game's great. Atlas has been famous for making some shit, but this game looks like it's a big budget game. So yeah, I'm excited, dude. Well, you know what? I'd say I'm a little excited, which I'm lying about. I'm very excited.
For me, it's okay, but like you, I want to see more because my take for that little clip or trailer, it's like you start out 2D and then you transition to 3D. So
yeah,
that's a nice touch, but like I want to see the 3D, not the 2D one.
Right. Okay. So let's see. We're getting near the end of our list of the stuff that we've seen here at Tokyo Game Show. But let's not forget to talk about Dragon's Crown. It's being ported to the PlayStation 4. That game came out on PS3 a long time ago. Also was made by Atlas. It's in the very nice painter style like 13 Sentinels. And it was a really fun game. The only press that it really got, though, was the wizard lady's huge titties, her big old ditties, or tig old bitties, and the Amazon, how she's pretty much naked, but she's a muscle lady and has a huge ass.
Oh,
so,
dude.
Yes, that was hilarious because those things are super exaggerated, but the game itself is like a side-scrolling beat-em-up RPG that you can play with 3 of your friends, and it's really good. I played through all of it, and I'm hoping... Here's the thing. If they just bring it to PS4, that's great and all, but like they're just taking my money again. I need some new content.
That's your take. There's always going to be a catch. I mean, it's good, but what's the catch? I need something else to get me into it.
Yeah, I mean, like this is for fans of the game, right? So it's just like, for instance, if they brought Dragon's Dogma back, which there's been rumors about, which I would like to, but I need some content.
There's been rumors about Dragon's Dogma, although I can't say for sure that it's 100% accurate about these rumors, but who knows? Yeah,
so right now I'm like a glass of water, but I can be a whole case of it if they like give me some new content, you know?
Yeah.
You agree with that?
I'll agree with that.
Okay, cool. All right, so...
what's next on the list?
So before our speculation and more to come section, I'd like to talk about something that was announced right before we started recording, which was the Not a Hero DLC expansion for Resident Evil 7. You play as Chris Redfield. There's some new monsters, some spooky stuff. What do you think about that, Alan?
You know, I was kind of a bit surprised at first because this game is first person, and when I saw the new DLC content for the new Resident Evil 7 service, I immediately thought I was playing a Doom's game because the way you're handling like shooting range wise, and what you're implanting on kind of looks like Doom, so it's kind of interesting.
Okay, so for me, I'm like, meh. I liked Resident Evil 7. I love Resident Evil. I love
more
Capcom.
The horror stuff rather than
you know, Chris Redfield is not my favorite Resident Evil character.
I didn't even think it was.
Sorry, Jose. I know you love him. R.I.P. But you know, it's okay. It looks like Call of Duty a little bit. It looks fun. It looks nice. I bet it's gonna be fun. Also, I'm gonna play it. But I'm like, I'd say like, you know, I wouldn't say I'm like saltines or anything. But I'd say I just wash my hands wet. That's how wet I am. You know? What about you?
I'm not like wet, but like hand sanitized.
Oh, okay. You got all the germs gone.
Yeah.
You're ready for it.
Yeah.
You're ready to accept it.
For the moment.
Okay, cool. All right. So there's going to be more to come. Like I said, Tokyo Game Show is going to go on for the rest of the week. And the companies that... I'm excited to hear more from this week are Bandai Namco, Capcom, Sony, Sega, Atlas, Square Enix, and of course Koei Tecmo. So Alan, out of all those companies, let's do a little speculation here. What do you think is around the corner? What do you like? Let's make some predictions here, because if you're right, then you're going to be on recording. And if you're wrong, then you're going to be on recording, and I can make fun of you. So,
like I do, like you do every day.
Yeah, dude. It's out of the love of my heart. So, let me ask you: while we're here in Tokyo eating some sushi, what do you think is around the corner?
For me, out of all these companies, let's see. Capcom has notified, or at least mentioned, a rumor about a arcade system, which nobody popped that out except for Amazon. So,
oh, you're talking about the arcade edition of Street Fighter V?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a leaked Amazon posting about the arcade edition of Street Fighter V, which is really cool.
But
and so maybe
I'm not sure if that's kind of like one last minute like pops up, or someone like made an oopsie. Like
it could be, or it could be someone playing a trick. You know, but we'll see.
But we can't forget, since we're talking about Street Fighter V, is the latest character that's coming up this weekend or tonight.
Yeah. Zeku, the new Street Fighter character rumored to be coming to Street Fighter V for the last character of the season, should be being announced at Tokyo Game Show. We don't know, but it would be weird if he wasn't, actually, because Capcom is trying to get that content done with as soon as possible so they can launch Super Street Fighter V.
I feel like they're just like trying to bundle up everything so they can announce their next to
get more hype behind it. Yeah. All right, so that's cool. That's a good point.
Let's see. Also, for Bandai Namco, I hear, and we're supposed to get any news tonight, that Tekken 7 will be announcing a trailer. I'm not sure generally if it's like new content or new story mode wise or new patch outs for online gaming in general, but we have gotten news during the EVO events that Geese Howard will be part of the roster.
Yeah.
So we might get an official release date. So
now let me say some shit about Bandai Namco real quick. For me, what I'm hoping is around the corner for Bandai Namco is a new Tales game announcement, like Tales of series, because they did say that they were working on a new IP and or Tales game for Nintendo Switch.
That's true.
And guess what, Ellen?
What?
Recently, a month ago, okay? In August, they were like, hey, new Tales game around the corner. And I was like, I'm fucking so ready. And then they released it on iOS on phone. So here's the thing. It's a decent phone game. I fucking hate phone games. They could suck my dick. I hate them. I played a little bit. It was okay. I deleted it off my phone already because it was kind of boring.
Come on, baby. Just give me a 25.
I'm just like, give me a fucking real Tales game. Tales of Berseria was awesome. All the other Tales games that have come out. Bandai Namco has been doing a great job this year. But shit, give me what you promised me, you bitches.
I mean, how accurate do you think these rumors
like 50% or whatever.
Yeah, 50-50.
All right. So what are you hoping to see come out of Square Enix?
Not that this is surprising for anything, but I'm both skeptical and optimistic about at least a 15% content of the Kingdom Hearts free game. I mean, I was surprised above most people that we got Toy Stories, believe it or not.
That's true. For me, dude, Dragon fucking Quest. I know Dragon Quest 11 already came out. Dragon Quest 11 already came out in Japan. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is on the way. I want Western release dates for those games.
I think you're forgetting one other little thing.
What's that?
Octopath.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's talk about that. Octopath Traveler. Played the demo on Nintendo Switch the other day. Amazing. If you grew up with Super Nintendo RPGs like me, you're going to love it. If you didn't, you're going to love it. Guess what? You're going to love it.
We're all loving it.
It's a great game. I loved it. You're going to love it. It's also very mature. Surprisingly mature. It's just a great game. If you don't have a Nintendo Switch and haven't had a chance to play it, go over a friend's house, grab their Switch, punch them in the head, play theirs. Or go buy one, because why haven't you?
Because you suck.
Octopath Traveler is really cool.
What'd you think
I'm
so
excited
far?
I thought it was phenomenal. I played the demo. I thought it was great. I don't want to spoil anything, but you should check it out. Absolutely. All right, so how about from Atlas? They have a bunch of Persona IPs that they registered, and guess what? We haven't seen anything from them. They just registered them. So maybe we'll get some new Persona stuff.
I mean, I'll drink a glass of water from them, but like...
You'll drink their water?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So you pretty much agree with me on that, right? Okay, so Atlas, great company. Good job, guys. Persona 5 is sweet. And let's see. How about Koei Tecmo?
Koei Tecmo?
Dynasty Warriors, motherfuckers. They announced the new Dynasty Warriors stuff. I'm not like... I'm like whatever
like,
about them.
I'll eat a cracker out of it, but like...
Yeah, eat that cracker, dude. What kind of cracker? What brand? Like a Cheez-It?
Like a cheese? Yeah. can I at least have a bag of cheese as well?
Jeez, I'm gonna eat a Triscuit.
Let's see. Dynasty Warriors, woohoo! Big surprise! Like they haven't done that in every year.
Their Warriors games for Fire Emblem.
Oh,
would be cool.
Guess what, dude?
What?
They already announced something that you're gonna fucking hate for the rest of your life, and you're gonna give Koei Tecmo back their money.
Wait, hold on. Let me brace myself because I might not have heard about this yet. All right, hit me.
7 Deadly Sins.
The anime on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay. I'm fuming right now.
Like
that shit is fucking trash. Is it gonna be a Dynasty Warriors type game?
Yeah.
I'm fucking finding out about this right the fuck now.
Like in a scale of 1 to 10.
I don't know if the game will be good, but fuck that anime. Fuck that. I accidentally fell on a Sleeping Girls titty anime. Fuck that shit. If you like it, you suck. That shit is fucking balls. I don't give a shit. I watched 2 episodes of that stuff, and I smelt the fucking caca on it from far away.
Joke's on you. Koei Tecmo is showing you the balls for that.
Yeah, they always show me their balls. It's the worst. All right, how about Sega?
Sega? Let me tell you about Sega.
Let me hear.
Okay, so I've been recently playing a game called Yakuza because apparently...
Yakuza 0, right?
Yeah, Yakuza 0. It's turning out well. I mean... It doesn't matter if I play like one of the first games because this is basically before the start of the Yakuza franchise.
Right.
So apparently Sega announced that from these guys that are making the Yakuza games are making a Fist of the North Star based Yakuza.
That's what I've been waiting to talk about. Yep.
How do you feel about that?
Oh my god. Okay. So I was saving this for the end, but this is pretty much near the end of the episode, so I think it's about time to talk about it.
Yeah.
The Fist of the North Star game that they're coming out with that is based on the Yakuza franchise is one of the coolest games that I think I've seen in a long time.
I am generally awed that these guys are making like their versions of the series because it's not the first time we're getting a hands on a Fist of the North Star game because Koei Tecmo had their take on that.
Yeah, so I'd like you listeners to sort of close your eyes and imagine a beautiful large buff man with beautiful flowing blue hair, and his power is kicking your ass. But the thing is, when he kicks your ass, you explode. But when he wants you to. So that's his power, right? And he fights all these gangsters and all these mean jerks. And he's sort of like the original Karate Man. And this game is going to be sort of set up like Yakuza, where you go out and you can do quests and there's a story and everything. But then there's ridiculous things like minigames. Like in the trailer, they showed Kenshiro, the big, giant, buff, beautiful man, using his super punch powers to shake a martini perfect. Like, it is so good, and like it's so campy, and it's silly and fun and bloody, and it's just gonna be good.
So basically, if Jesus could be bartender, like making his wines.
Yeah, Karate Jesus.
Karate Jesus.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. That is great. I can't wait for that game. I can't wait for the rest of Tokyo Game Show, man. It's been a great time. You know, coming to Japan has been really awesome and super fun.
But that's just the start. We haven't got to a lot of good content.
Yeah. So you guys stay tuned for more content from Tokyo Game Show. And we are excited to be experiencing it here as it's happening.
Yeah.
So anyways, well, with that, I'd like to thank you for the tune in, guys. It's been an awesome few days here in the Nippon, and we can't wait to see what else TGS has to offer us.
Fingers crossed, man.
Fingers crossed. Absolutely. We would also like to thank, all the people who work on the show and have helped us throughout the multiple years that we've been doing EX Podcast.
We'll never forget your sacrifice.
We'll never forget your sacrifice. So I'd like to shout out to good old Grant, our sound guy. Michael Fox, the guy who does our music, as well as our podcast partners in crime, our CMOA, Choose My Own Adventure crew, Jennifer, Mark, and Amanda for pushing us to record more EXP in addition to Choose My Own Adventure podcast, our sister podcast on our website.
We love you guys.
We do. Dude, you don't even know. I'm in love. Also, thanks to Alan. Thank you, Alan, for coming all the way out today and flying to Japan so that we could record this amazing episode.
My pleasure. Wow.
Just wow.
Wowie wow.
Yeah. And now, I got a special section, and that is a great announcement.
Oh.
As you listeners might know, we have a Patreon now. You can find it at www.patreon.com/gamermang. That's GAMERMANG, where we post a lot of fun content, and there's a lot of fun rewards, and you can even go on a platonic date with Grant if you give us enough money. But we got our first patron. Devin Connolly, you are amazing. I love you. We so appreciate your patronage, and you are now the official #1 EXP fan, and we, did I mention, love you.
Woohoo!
Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, Devin. We would really, 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 really love for you to be involved in the show. If you want to be a patron like Devin, go ahead and visit our Patreon and check it out. There's a lot of cool incentives. You can also check out our YouTube channel, our Facebook, our main website, which is choosemyownadventurepodcast.com. On there, you'll find the CMOA podcast, and we have our own little tab where you can find us as well. We're also on SoundCloud, and maybe we'll show up at your house one day. Who knows? But yeah, thank you so much, Devin. You're amazing. And additionally, we'd like to remind you, if you comment on our episodes and give us feedback on our content, which you have not, you motherfuckers, but don't worry, we forgive you. It would be really great, because I'd like to know what you think.
That's how much we love you.
Yeah, Alan tells me how much he loves me every day, so I want you guys to do that too. But yeah, so check it out. Check out our YouTube channel. We're posting new content there, like videos, and Alan and I recently uploaded a beta video that we got for the new Dragon Ball Z Fighters Z game.
If you love it, love it. If you don't love it, love it.
Absolutely. And all of the information that I talked about will be linked in the description. I'll put the trailers up, and we'll have all the awesome links for all our cool dudes on this podcast. And Alan will also have a little blurb on him too, so you can check him out on the internet. And with that, this has been another wild ride from EX Podcast. But before we go, I want to leave you with this Japanese proverb that I've learned while visiting the Nippon.
Let us.
Even a frog in a well knows not the great ocean.
Those are some mighty words.
They are. Think about that. Sleep on that. And enjoy TGS.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for tuning in.
Thank you.
Woo! All right. And that's a wrap.